Alright, well, it's been a while, and I figure it's time to let everybody know what's going on. I guess I don't really have to, but I'm here anyway. Happy Monday. Got the car in here a month ago, beginning of the month, something like that, and was picking at it. I got my right suspension and front brakes and stuff off there a while back. There's the left and the right. And then over the weekend here, I finally got the e-brake calipers out and then pulled the engine out. Very nice. First time I've ever seen one of these like completely untouched. Like literally completely untouched. I don't know. What kind of shape it is on the inside. Has been sitting for a while. The oil that came out of it was pretty black. And if you look in there, it's pretty gross, but she came out, transmission and all, so probably just rebuild that one as it is. A few new seals and stuff, but that's 120,000 kilometer, so that should have plenty of life left in it. I don't know, maybe I'll just compress and test it and spin it by hand, or spin it with the air compressor, not the air compressor, but like a torque, a wrench or a drill or something, and see what kind of compression I can get out of it. And see if I even need to bother. Maybe I'll just run some Pennzoil through it and clean it, flip out. But yeah, the car's up. Awesomest thing about this, like, it has been sitting, so there is rust. I guess that's not like the awesomest thing, but it's just untouched. And so every time I'm taking bolts and everything out, it's like the first time it's ever been apart. So all my ball joints and everything is in really good shape, just rusty. And I'm going to de-rust all that through electrolysis and everything else and get her cleaned up and painted. I'll just come underneath the car here and you can see, like I said, like the condition of this is just amazing. Amazing. I think there's almost very, very little rust under here. I think there's a few little spots. There's one there. And there's like one there. But I don't even know, like that just might be bubbling and pushing the stuff. Oh, that was just called undercoating off. Pretty sure I did that, pushing it off the trailer. Has no brakes or no steering, so when I pushed it off the trailer, it just like went and scraped the bottom, and because it's so low and everything else. But, stupid people, jack on the cross member there, which isn't designed to support anything, but luckily enough I have a replacement one of those. Some rust in there on the pipes. I think it must have been leaking or whatever around the seal, and that's why. I don't know. But I have replacements of those. I have another set from my other MR2 that I had years back. What else going on this thing? Yeah, there's a bunch. Some stuff going on in the front there, but I think it's because the hood was jimmied and I popped them out. Or the plugs out. I'm going to probably have to take the hammer to that and whatnot, which isn't really a big deal. We're going to clean it up and basically not rust-proof, undercoat it some more. Just some spray bomb stuff. Yeah, like there's, I think, less than a handful of nuts that broke off. There's one there. That broke off. And I think one over here on one of these little tab things. Maybe it's on the other part. But it broke off. Got the gas tank out. That's what's normally sitting right here. Got that out over the weekend. Had some old gas in it. So I want to take it out, and I'm going to take it and get it professionally cleaned out so I don't have sticky gas. And I wanted to check the fuel pump because I do have a replacement. Might as well do it now rather than get everything all together and go, oh, shit. Yeah, there's the brake parts over there in those boxes. all our Christmas gifts stashed in here right now. So I can't really show you a lot in the car, but you can refer to the other video because I think I sat inside. I haven't watched it forever. There's the engine bay. This one's a little... These cars are interesting because you actually drop the engine down and lift the car up. The car was sitting pretty high up here. A little bit higher than where it is right now. I'll use my hoist here. We'll drop the engine down onto my creeper. See there, so I can push it around. Drop that down onto the creeper and then use the straps here on the back end. Lifted this thing way up in the air. Rolled the engine out. My snowblower. Anyway. And again, this side isn't bad. Somebody had the smarts enough to come in and, like, this is like Bondo or something. It's like shit job on it. It might have been decent years ago, whenever it was done. But somebody had the mind at least to cover this stuff up where it started to rust, so it didn't get as bad as fast. This is all pretty minor for me. Like, I've done body repair on a Montclair, a Tercel, a few other things. So actually, like I said, I'll be putting a lot of shit in there, but I'll be welding all that. Well, like I said, the welder should be here in a week. And I just need to make sure my CO2, my CO2 bottle fits it. My other engines, this is the engine that'll probably squeeze in here the head, because this one's been all worked out, and ported and shit, and intakes and stuff. But yeah, it's coming along. Yeah, I said a few more things off and out, just to kind of. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to paint this the stock color, because then I don't have to worry about painting like in here and stuff like that too much. And more bits and pieces. It's nice, every single plastic cover shroud thing for underneath the car was still all there, which is probably why it's still in good shape. I got all of them. So get them all cleaned up and all put back. So it'll all be nice and aerodynamic to keep all the shit out of there. Not sure if I'm going to keep this one, but I am going to make it nice. I do have a line on another one, but the only reason I would switch is because it's a T-top. It's a newer T-top, an 87. But I've got this one and I've got the silver one out there, so they are kind of both in not horrible shape, but, you know, not the greatest. So those two will mash together. And this was really, really bad. If you ever want to clean this stuff up, the best thing to use is isopropyl alcohol. Just get it on a rag and wipe it and wipe it and wipe it, and it'll take, when these are sun faded and everything, it'll take all that out. And then when you get it good enough to a point, you go and pick up that mother's polish, that mother's back to black. Where is it? This stuff here. No, not that stuff, this stuff. It's really quality product. But yeah, make sure you clean crap out of this with just isopropyl. I get my isopropyl. This is my isopropyl. So that's the shit. Best cleaning thing ever. So yeah, I said we've got a few more things to take off. And then I'm going to start hitting the grinder where I'm going to weld up. There's going to be a few spots. I'm going to have to... Christmas will come and go, so... Hey, look at me. Christmas will come and go. And so all the Christmas gifts that we have for our kids will be out of here, and I'll be able to pull out the rug and weld up all the seams there. And I won't have to worry about welding underneath and melting my carpet. And there's just certain things like around here, well, not so much here, but I don't know if you can see down where those braces are. There's one there and there. I'll weld all that stuff up and just kind of make it a little more rigid in a new place, like where the mounts are. There's a mount there for the engine and a mount there for the engine. But there's like, it's just kind of like tabs and stuff, so I can peel some of that body filler, body seal shit off and make her nice and solid, because these things are just starting to get old and they've been vibrating or whatever. This one, again, it's hasn't really been anywhere. Like I said, 120,000 kilometers. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's what it says. And yeah, so chugging along. I'd like to do more videos, but you know, it's one of those things I can't really be bothered to cut and paste and slap stuff together to edit stuff. I'm way too busy of a guy. Got too much going on, and I'm happy with that. I'm not complaining by any means, because I like to be busy. There's the interior for my Tercel sitting on top of it. Yeah, like I said, busy guy. I got this shit here. I was doing a bunch of flooring, so that was my last week. And everything else, like I said, I got my little laboratory here, so you can kind of imagine the kind of shit that I get at all the fucking time. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off, and when I have something more to report, I guess I'll report it. Peace out, dudes and dudettes, and everything in between, I guess.